Welcome to the San Diego Unified School District Enrollment Clerk training hosted by the Office of Language Acquisition. We created this training to provide guidance when entering home language survey information when enrolling TK-12 students new to the district. Before entering enrollment data for a new student, it is critical that the enrollment clerk performs a thorough district search to determine if the student was previously enrolled in San Diego Unified School District to avoid creating duplicate ID numbers. If the student has a previous district TK-12 enrollment, the home language survey information will automatically populate in PowerSchool, and no new home language survey should be completed by the parents. A student should have one and only one home language survey in his or her academic career in San Diego Unified School District. If a student has been designated as an English learner in a previous California school district, and parents complete the San Diego Unified School District home language survey as all English, the IT department will override the home language survey language with the language from CalPADS that triggered the state assessment that was used to designate the student as an English learner. If the district search determines that the student is truly an initial enrollment in San Diego Unified, parents will need to complete the home language survey as part of the required legal enrollment documents. The home language survey is a legal document required by the state of California. All public school districts must ask the same 4 questions to determine language usage in the home. The Office of Language Acquisition created a parent presentation to provide guidance in completing the home language survey for their child, and you can access it on this page. Also see the link to the fillable home language survey. We have found that parents will often mention more than one language in response to questions 1, 2, and or 4, potentially triggering inappropriate initial LPAC testing. We really want them to respond with the one language that is used most frequently to give us an accurate picture of language usage in the home and to ensure that students are not tested unnecessarily. Please be sure that all fields are completed, especially the date the form was completed and the name of the school. Of course, school personnel will be the ones to enter the local student ID. Remember, the home language survey information will pre-populate in PowerSchool for students with previous TK-12 district enrollment, so no need to have parents complete a new home language survey. The home language survey starts the entire process of a student's potential designation as English learner by triggering the initial LPAC. For sites with a full-day TK4 program, the home language survey information should be entered into PowerSchool on the student's 5th birthday. On this day, the student's enrollment grade will change from -1 to 0. This only applies to students whose 5th birthday falls between December 3rd and the end of the school year. If a language other than English is indicated for questions 1, 2, and or 4, the students must be assessed with the initial LPAC. The home language survey should never be completed or entered into PowerSchool for students in negative grade levels, -1, -2, -3, -4, or -5. The enrollment clerk enters the date from the home language survey and the responses to the 4 questions into PowerSchool demographics. This information is used to assign an English only or a to be determined TBD status for the student in CalPADS and TOMS. A student receives an English only status in CalPADS if the answers to questions 1, to, and for are only English. A student receives a TBD status in CalPADS if there is any non-English language mentioned as the response to question 1, 2, and or 4. Please ensure that all demographic information has been entered, including first U.S., California, and previous school enrollments. This assists in determining immigrant and Title III funding. Once the home language survey responses have been entered and saved in PowerSchool, school sites can no longer edit the home language survey information. If a data entry error occurred, or if a parent wishes to change the home language survey prior to the initial LPAC, please contact Bonnie or Nevada in the Office of Language Acquisition for guidance and for correction in PowerSchool. Thank you for your attention during this video. You may also view the slide deck at your own pace and access the live links mentioned earlier. Have a great day.